smiles. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite zombie books of all time. So, zombie is a very broad term used to describe a large variety of creatures in the YA world. Why don't we Google the definition of zombie? Okay, Googella. What is the definition of zombie?
A corpse said to be revived by witchcraft, especially in certain African and Caribbean religions.
Okay, we're not gonna listen to Googella because Googella's wrong. The other second definition here on Google of a zombie is the living dead, the undead, the walking dead, the soulless corpse, a tall mixed drink consisting of several kinds of rum, liquor, and fruit juice. Okay, we're gonna just go with the definition of zombie being someone who comes back to life. We're gonna start with number 5 and work our way down, or no, work our way up to number 1, being my favorite book. So let's start with number 5. Reboot. Now, Reboot here, the stolen library book that I still have yet to bring back to the library. Whoa! Before you close out of this video and be like, wait a second, Reboot isn't a zombie book. It is technically, by my definition, a zombie book because it involves people coming back to life. This futuristic society, well, I guess it's a dystopian society, you could say, and where teens who die of this illness come back to life several minutes later, come back stronger and like almost superhero-like, really. The longer you are dead before you come back to life, the stronger you are as a zombie, as I call them, even though they're called reboots in the book. This story here follows Ren, who is a girl who is the longest known minute. Out of everyone in her company, she was dead for 178 minutes before she was revived, which is the longest among everyone. And so the downside though to this book, and the reason why I love it the most, is the longer you're dead before you come back, the less emotions you have when you're awake, which is really cool because, okay, well, I guess not that cool, but pretty cool to me. One of my favorite zombie books. There is a sequel to this book, but I stopped reading the sequel like 3 chapters in because it was just so bad, and you know what, I really wish this book would just remain a standalone because it would have just been great as a standalone the way it ended. It's just, Book number 4, The End Games by T. Michael Martin. Now, I talk about this book a lot. I read it a few months ago, and it is, this zombie book. Like, the zombies in this book have to be my least favorite zombies out of every zombie I read about. And when I say least favorite, I don't mean I don't like them, I just mean they're so vicious and horrible that I just, This follows Michael and his little brother. The apocalypse has happened, and they're pretty much the only survivors of the apocalypse. The town that they're in, and every place they've traveled, they have yet to come across another living human being that hasn't already been turned into one of these shadow zombie creatures. Which leads me to the other thing. These shadow zombie creatures, at first I thought they looked like this, and there were these like shadow things, but really that's just the way the author describes them, and through Michael's eyes as being like these beings that are really creepy, but really they're just people who were turned into zombies. I absolutely love this book. I read it in less than a day. It was so fantastic, and it's number 4 on my top 5 favorite zombie list. And number 3, Contaminated by M. Gardner. And okay, so this book is also a sequel. The second book is called Mercy Mode, and I have yet to read it, and I'm so excited to read it. I just have so many books on my TBR shelf that it's not, I don't know. I just haven't picked it up yet, okay? Okay, technically, with my definition of the word zombie being someone who's dead and comes back to life, this book doesn't fall in technically to the zombie category, but it does involve zombies. This girl, Velvet, and her little sister live in this futuristic dystopian world where this diet drink, I don't remember what the diet drink is called, but this diet drink was being made with some cow protein, some protein from this cow that ended up making people sick and turning them into like these crazed, these crazed zombies. Velvet and her little sister have to live and survive in this world when her mom is turned into a zombie, and so now it's just them, and this world is so wonderful. And out of all these worlds, I think this one's the most non-post-apocalyptic because, you know, there's still society, there's still a structure, you know, but the only thing they're living with now is like these crazed people on the street that they're trying to contain. it was fantastic. Now, number 2 on my list of favorite zombie books. Alice in Zombieland by Jenna Showalter. Of course I had to include this book in here. I mean, the word zombie is in the title of the book. Like, come on. There's 3 books in this series, or so far anyways. There's hints going around that there's gonna be a 4th book. But Alice in Zombieland is the first one, and then Through the Zombie Glass, and the last book, which I just purchased, Queen of Zombie Hearts, which recently came out, I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited to. Alice in Zombieland. Oh, I don't even know where to begin describing this book. Okay, so it is not an Alice in Wonderland retelling. Let me tell you that much, okay? Because I thought it was an Alice in Wonderland retelling story. It's not, okay? Just don't be disappointed when you go into it. It's not an Alice in Wonderland retelling. It is, though, about a girl named Alice who starts seeing zombies one day, okay? Like, I don't know. There's like a group of people out there who actually hunt these zombies and are able to see them too. And these zombies are kind of cool because regular people can't see these zombies, only special people can. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but you know, Alice ends up being one of those special people who can see zombies, and the way zombies kill is they eat a person's soul. So I right now could be being eaten by a zombie. A zombie could be eating me right now. I wouldn't know because it's eating my soul and I can't see it. This book was so action-packed. The romance in this zombie book was awesome. The zombies were awesome. The characters, the relationships, the friendships, this book was so great. Number 1, my favorite zombie book of all times, hands down. No book will ever take this spot of number 1 because it won't. Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. Oh my sweet Jesus. Ah! First of all, ignore this sticker. Walmart decided to stick a label on there, giant $2.99 sign. So now everyone who sees this book knows I paid $2.99 for it. Anyways, this book, whether or not you like zombies, like it doesn't even matter if you like zombies. If you I'm at a loss for words. It doesn't matter if you like zombies because this book will blow your mind. It is so good. This book, this first one here, is about a girl named Mary. Now, this book takes place many years after the apocalypse. So, you know, a society almost has reformed after the apocalypse, and it's very small. It's like this little fenced-in enclosure that has Mary and just maybe a couple other families living in there. And you know, this new society, I hate calling it a society because, you know, it's such a small group of people, but they think they're the last people on Earth, really. They think it's just them, they're the last ones, and what makes it even better is they're also very religious. So they think, you know, that there must be a reason behind this. There must be a reason why there's zombies around them, and they're the only last ones living. Mary here, you know, she believes, or has believed that, you know, it's only them, and that there's nothing more to the world than their little fenced-in enclosure that protects them from these zombies, the unconsecrated. But stuff goes down, as always in all books, and she breaks out of this fence enclosure, and she is stuck in the real world. Oh my god. In this zombie-infested world that is a lot bigger than she imagined it being. The book is so amazing. I'm not doing it justice with my description. Like I said, there's 3 books in this trilogy. Each book is told from a different point of view and in a different location in the world, but all of the books in the end tie in together, and there's like little bits and pieces, and it all connects at the end, and it's so wonderful, and I love when books do that. This book is just so amazing, and whether or not you like zombies, you will like this book. It is amazing. Go read it now. I will always love this. It is up there with the Walking Dead TV show with me, and that is how wonderful it is. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have good zombie book recommendations, because if you don't know already, love zombies so much. So please, if you have any book recommendations, leave them down below. I just love zombie books. See you guys later. Let me know what other recommendation videos or favorite videos you guys are interested in seeing. I hope you like this favorite video. It's the first one I've ever done, I think. So I will talk to you guys later. Until next time, keep reading and bye!